Everybody, welcome back. I'm about to go do my groceries. It's actually Sunday, so I'm hoping it's not going to be so busy, and also it's earlier in the day, so fingers crossed there. This week is going to be the week that breaks my budget, unfortunately, because it's meant to be a small grocery shop, but I did a tally and I made a list and I need a lot of stuff. My food just didn't last as long as I thought it would, quite frankly. I didn't do as careful a job prepping it, which I think was the reason pretty much. And I didn't like one of the things I prepped, which was unfortunate. But I'm just out of quite a few things, and I need produce and I need just everything, really. So I guess that just is what it is, and this is going to be a big shop instead of a little one. So let's get going. It always starts with a wall of just like offers. So here you've got like the Lindt knockoffs, the Dubai chocolate knockoffs, and just anything else they happen to have on offer today. I've also just realised I forgot to bring a pen, so it's going to be hard for me to keep track on the list. I'd like to usually write down the price and see where I am with it, but c'est la vie. They've got some tuna on offer, but most of it's packed in sunflower oil. I'm grabbing some of this, but I'll see if there's any cheaper on the main shelf, because sometimes what's on offer doesn't end up being the cheapest choice. They also have these pallets running down the middle, and there's like non-food stuff up there. I might get ghee instead of oil today, but this one's vegetable and cow mixed, and I'd rather just have cow. So I'm going to see again what's on the shelf. Some meat I'll just get the local stuff, but I just really don't like the local lamb. The flavour is much stronger and gamier, so I go with the New Zealand usually, but if they've got an offer on. Beef on the other hand I'm fine with, so I'll just go for a decent one. I have a friend who loves these camel burgers. I always find the offal section really interesting. They've got beef bones and beef fat if you feel like making tallow, so I occasionally will look for those things for broth and stuff, but they've also got quite the selection of everything else. Tripe, tongue, brain, heart, liver, all the kind of things you might consider, and then random legs. Being less adventurous today and just going for mixed chicken. So I'm just going to be getting a kilo mixed cut today, and I haven't decided if I need chicken breast, to be honest, but we'll see. They have a decent cheese selection here, but it can get really expensive. However, I've just seen that the English Natural White is down to 2.9, but they're only little ones, so I think I'm going to go to the counter and just wait and then get a big block of it. Changed my mind. I realised the mild natural cheddar was the pot cheese, and that doesn't taste very nice, so to save myself the money I've got one of those and then one of the other ones that was a bit more expensive, and I'll just shred them together. You can get these replacements for bacon, like turkey and beef and stuff, but they're just so expensive. It doesn't seem worth it for the shitty quality. I don't know if I was just getting better offers before, but the price of ghee really seems to have shot up. I've got this one, which isn't a very big container, but at least has a happiness price, so, and it's the pure ghee, not the mixed with vegetables, so I think we're going to go for this one. I usually get this brand, but we ain't doing that today. Of course, there is always a ton of different hummuses over here. That's the Greek baba ganoush, but we're actually looking for this one today. These are some flavours I don't usually see, but that jalapeno honey hummus also sounds delicious. So this is the noodle aisle. They have any kind of pasta soups. They have all the international Filipino, Indian, Thai things here. We're actually looking for these today because they are cheaper than the ones, like you see how these are $2, but these are only like half a real. So guess which one I'm getting. And then on this side you have all like the instant noodle things and the pasta sauces, which is what I'm looking at. I'm going to go back to the baking section and see if any cocoa has been reshelved, because the cocoa prices have shot up, just cocoa powder, and they've replaced a lot of the cheaper brands they had. They weren't cheap, but they were cheaper with drinking chocolate, which I can't use. So, well, I can't not use it, but it's not an ingredient, it's a product. So I just want some cocoa powder that's not ridiculous. Like right now, this is 250 grams and it's like 2.5 reals. So you can see they will mix it in, but look, the prices just shoot up. So so I'm not sure why they've gotten rid of the other brands. I'm a little bit annoyed. It might just be they're out of stock right now, and occasionally things go out, things come in, so I'll check next time. One thing I've been super happy with is them bringing in this brand of sugar-free syrup. It is literally half the price of the Monin, and that used to be the only thing I could get. I saw a short for a whipped honey coffee the other day, and it looked amazing. And I know it's all sugar, but it looked amazing. And I am this close to buying myself some honey and some instant coffee. It's kind of like a Dalgona coffee, but you whip the honey in with the coffee. Alright, I got a mini jar for under £1, so we'll try it out. The internet made me do it. I'm gonna just check. Oh, this is my favourite part of the store. They have a reduced section, like a big shelf, and sometimes you get really good deals there. I'm just giving the worker a minute because he's looking at the shelf and I don't want to make things awkward. Alright, seems heavy on the snacks and granola today, so I'm probably not gonna do it. They've got some interesting looking cereal, but I have absolutely no self-control when it comes to cereal, so no. This I think has just gone on as a like, hey, look at this, because it's not actually reduced, and the other things just aren't for me today, so nothing today, but never mind. Alright, I'm about to go get produce. I probably can't film this. You put it into the bag and you have to get the lady to weigh it. I think I might treat myself to some mangosteen. I don't often because there's not a lot of yield for what you buy, but these look nice. Usually have their good deal on eggs over in the corners, but they're only selling the 60s and the price isn't that different, so I've just grabbed one tray of 30 today. Ooh, I think I'm going to swap out some of my deli cheese because I've just found some extra mature Cathedral City on offer and the price is good. We're going to do that. So this was nearly the same price, but it was just the mild. And because those bags, that solid block I've just taken out is 250 grams. Always check in the refrigerators, even though I get cheese further up usually, because I'm hoping one day they will have cottage cheese, but I just don't see it here ever. They have mascarpone. It's expensive, but they have it. And they sometimes have ricotta. I'm not sure if they've got it today, but yeah, I miss cottage cheese. When I came to Oman, I remember Lurpak being 1.6 and being shocked because it was the cheapest. And now, no. Now this is where we are. I was about to say I come here sometimes just to check if the sour cream is on offer, and I'm in luck. They used to have a cheaper brand that they ended up getting rid of, and so I don't buy it really anymore, but this makes me happy. Okay, I'm at the end of my list. I'm just going to have a quick look around the freezer section and make sure there's nothing unmissable in the deals, and then I'm going to go pay for it. Well, I found some Morrison's salmon and broccoli fish cake for the equivalent of about £1, probably because the date is nearly up, so they will do for me. 63 Rial later, and here we are, 63. Oh well, I'm stopped. I'm waiting for my cab. Okay, I'm home. As I already said, 63 Rial. I'm probably not going to do the haul because I've got to get it all away, but you saw me shop for it. That is kind of crazy, the difference that makes, because usually when I do a big shop, I'm 30 to 40 Rial. But one key difference this time, usually when I make my list, I have an estimate of how much it's going to cost. And then as I'm going around, I cross it off and I put the real amount. And that helps me to keep track of my costs and where I can cut and where maybe I can spend a bit more and things like that. Today I got there and I didn't have a pen in my bag, so I didn't do that. And it's so easy to say like, oh, let me get some of those while I'm here. Let me just get an extra pack of that meat. Let me get this stuff. And I didn't buy anything crazy and I didn't buy anything massively out of the ordinary, but I spent a lot more. So there you go. All right, I'm going to leave you here. I might put in a clip of that whipped coffee if I make it, but I might not have another coffee today. We'll see. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.